Ever feel like you're surrounded by people but still feel alone? Like you're doing everything you're supposed to, but something's missing? I'm Mohammed. I've spent years moving through countries, cultures, and conversations, and if there's one thing I've learned, it's that life is more complicated and more human than we often admit. So I started this vlog, not to lecture, but to explore the things we all feel: identity, loneliness, faith, connection, and sometimes I'm joined by someone special. This is Namin, my funny, smart son. He's 5. But he asks the best questions, like, why do people smile when they're sad? And honestly, he gets to the heart of things faster than most adults. This isn't a typical vlog. It's a space to slow down, think out loud, and maybe hear something you've been ignoring inside yourself. Welcome to the conversation. Let's get curious together. Okay, let me guess. You've seen a post that says it's okay to not be okay. Maybe you've liked a reel about setting boundaries. Heck, you might have reposted a meme that says, normalize canceling plans to protect your energy. Mental health, it's everywhere. It's cool now. It's trending. But here's my question. Are we actually healing or just hashtagging our pain? Let's take a deep, honest breath and talk about what's really going on. Let's give credit where it's due. Mental health has come a long way. Just a decade ago, talking about therapy felt taboo. Now, celebrities open up on talk shows, TikTok therapists have millions of followers, apps promise mindfulness in 5 minutes, and self-care has become a billion-dollar industry. And honestly, that visibility matters. It helps break stigma. It tells people they're not alone. That part is good, but also there's a shadow side.
So my sister said she needed a self-care day, but then she just laid in bed and scrolled on her phone for 5 hours. Meh. Is that healing? Because I thought healing was like Band-Aids and chicken soup. And one time I was mad because my Lego castle broke and my dad said, it's okay to feel big feelings. So I made a sign that said Lego Castle Grief Zone and taped it to my door. That helped a little. But also, I kind of just wanted someone to sit with me. Maybe healing isn't all bubble baths and yoga. Maybe it's just not being alone when your castle falls down.
We've entered what some experts call the performance of healing. Posting about anxiety isn't the same as processing anxiety. A quote about letting go of toxic people might get likes. But are we actually learning how to communicate, forgive, or set boundaries? Sometimes we're so busy talking about healing. Healing isn't always aesthetic. It's messy, it's boring. Sometimes it's just going to bed before midnight and drinking enough water. Not exactly Instagram content. Here's where things get spicy. Even mental health has been marketed to us. Scented candles, face masks, $80 gratitude journals. We're told self-care is something you buy. But healing isn't a product. It's not something you can check out with on Amazon Prime. And when the focus becomes consumption over transformation, we risk replacing true healing with aesthetic coping. One clinical psychologist even said, we've made mental health awareness trendy, but we haven't made it sustainable. Whew. So what does real healing look like? Sometimes it's therapy, and not the first session where you talk about your zodiac sign. It's the 8th one where you ugly cry over something you thought you were over. It's learning how to sit with discomfort. It's unlearning childhood patterns. It's telling someone, hey, that hurt me, and resisting the urge to ghost them instead. It's slow, it's often invisible, and it rarely looks like a Pinterest board.
Sometimes I feel sad and I don't even know why. I told my mom and she said, that's being human. But I'm not a human, I'm a kid. So does that make me a Hugh kid? Anyway, I tried to journal like the grown-ups say. I wrote, Dear Diary, today I ate spaghetti. It was awesome. Then I fell down. Not awesome. That's healing, right? Also, my teddy bear listens to me when I talk to him. He never gives advice. He just stares. But sometimes I feel better after that. So maybe healing is just talking to someone who doesn't interrupt.
We live in a world that rewards speed, quick tips, fast results, 60-second solutions. But healing, it doesn't rush. Mental health isn't a checklist. You don't just tick off journaled, hydrated, meditated, and boom, you're cured. And that can be frustrating because we want to feel better now. But sometimes the most powerful work is what happens quietly, over time. As Dr. Thema Bryant says, you can't heal what you pretend isn't there. Okay, so what can we actually do? Be honest with yourself. Are you healing or just talking about it? Do one unsexy thing for your mental health today. Journal, text your therapist, go outside. Real growth isn't glamorous. Let go of the pressure to look healed. Crying in your car doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're human. Support others with depth, not just slogans. Instead of saying, you got this, ask, do you want to talk about it for real? Rest isn't weakness. Processing takes energy. Be kind to yourself. Mental health deserves more than likes and buzzwords. It deserves space. It deserves patience. And then most of all, it deserves your truth. So if you're healing right now quietly and perfectly, I'm proud of you. No post required. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Drop a comment if you're on this journey too. I'd love to hear what healing looks like for you. Until next time, take care of your mind like it's your home, because it is.